Hello everybody, welcome back. Running the GT3 Fanatac Challenge race for week 5. We are here at Circuit Gilles Villenueve, and I'm starting in the back. Tried to go in qualifying and screwed up both laps. Spun coming into turn 1 on the first lap, just drove in way too hot, and then overshot a chicane and got off the track in the second lap. So disallowed both times, so unfortunately, we're starting way in the back. I think there's like 18 cars and we're starting 15th, so today is going to be a really good test of the new mindset I'm trying to take, that I'm not worried about where I finish or how much iRating I gain or lose or whatever. It's just all about running laps that are within my ability, that are consistent and clean. So we'll see what we can do. Didn't have enough time to practice, and we're on a setup for the GT VRS Sprint Cup, so decided to do this just to focus on driving. Circuit Gilles Villenueve, I'm a little familiar with. Obviously, we ran the F3 fixed race before. I've run a couple league races, attempted GT4 here as well. So it's a layout that I was decently familiar with. So that's why I felt like fixed might not be a bad idea, just to help me try to learn the car a little bit. So we're gonna see what we can do. If I can come through the field at all. If I could run close to my all-time best, I probably would have been like a 5th place car based on qualifying pace. I don't know if that's actually going to translate to race pace, and I have no clue what's going to happen in the race. I attempted one of these before just to see what it was going to be like. You had a bunch of people kind of having self-incidents, self-spins, or going off the track or whatever. At least where I was, there was not a ton of car contact, a little bit, but you never know with these low split races, you know, what it could be like. So obviously I could be the wild card that screws up everything as well. So
okay, Jake, are you ready?
Let's see what we can do. First goal is just to get through the pace lap. Law of Champions definitely creates a bit of an interesting dynamic pace lap. But we got through that, and we are off and rolling. 3's already gone. I was going to try to follow him through, but let's see what we can do. Try to get a couple spots here in Senna as best as I can. We're outside, gonna watch some of these cars. Just be as careful as I can with everybody. Probably be under driving it. 15 just, I think, turned left. I probably did not give him enough room. Unfortunately, that allows the 7 to get on by as well. So, not the start I envisioned. Wanted to be cleaner, but not much I could do. 7 overdrove that corner. So clear him off. Lost some time in 15.3, that's fine. I don't know, we'll take a look and see if I came down on the 15 or if he just flat out turned right into us. Overshot that corner, gotta clean that up, brake a little bit sooner, especially while we're still on cold tires. Let's see where we're at position-wise. Definitely gotta watch out for people that are more aggressive, that are faster. Biggest thing is to not get on the throttle too hard like that, especially out of the hairpin. If I can do that, that'll help build up a lot of momentum. Should be 12 to 13 laps for a race, so still a decent amount here, even though it's a pretty short time length race. Just gotta make sure I hit my entries, and that'll help me hit my exits. Run on the 15.
P12.
See if we can buy him here in Senna. Doesn't give you the most optimal line. He makes contact again with us. So, not a good safety rating race, but I don't know what I was supposed to do differently there. I think he just overdrove it, got in the back of me. Hopefully we'll just be able to pull away from him. Yeah, not much I could do there. Not feel like I had really checked up on him or anything. And we're starting to pull away, so hopefully not gonna have to worry about him the rest of the race. We're in 11th. At least up a couple spots from where we started. Caught back up to the 3. 3's kind of stalled out. pushes wide, I do the same thing. I've seen some guys use that, but they're able to get on the throttle a lot earlier. That was just probably me taking too early of an entry in, and then it causes me to push wide on the exit. Gotta be really careful with my lines in. So I'm trying to carry as much momentum through Wall of Champions as I can.
136.72. There's an incident in Wall of Champions. It looks like Paul.
Cars up
P11,
here.
That was 137.71.
Just gonna be careful. Certainly catching up. Try to follow the 3, see where he's gonna go. Probably feels like he's quicker. Some of these, to a degree, I feel like we're probably on a similar pace to him, so to try to find our way around everybody as smoothly as we can, look for mistakes. Hairpin's gonna be the best place to try to overtake him. Try to work it to the inside. Just look for the crossover, but
Nice one, Jake. Nice move.
that was an aggressive pass for sure, but felt like I kind of had to take that move if I didn't want 10 and the 9 and the 5 to get too far away. He'll probably catch back up and get back by me, or I'll screw something up. Or he'll look to scare me up in Wall of Champions. Thought I could kind of fade that one.
15 minutes left.
5 minutes in, 15 to go.
P10. That's the fastest lap of the race. You've just done a 138.81.
A little bit too much traction control there on the throttle. He's pulling away from the 3. So try to be as smooth as I can. Should allow me to hopefully catch up to the 9 and the 10. It's one lap at a time, one corner at a time right now. By doing that, I should continue to pull away from the 3 as well, which will give me some breathing room out back. Shot that corner a little bit. On the traction for way too much. You can see how much they pull away. He's also catching back up. Gotta clean that up. Would have been a better exit out of the hairpin, just on the throttle a little too early. Caught back up to the 10, he kind of overshot the hairpin. We also closed up a little bit though. It's time to reset. First time I've seen an Audi in a GT3 race in a while, but obviously I have not done many of these.
That's the fastest lap. Your last lap time was at 137.78.
It's definitely gonna have to be looking to get around the 10 if I don't want the 3 to catch back up. Okay, I drove that. I was kind of afraid of where the 10 was. Tenth isn't a bad spot to be in right now, but I'd like to see if I can run a little better, pick up a couple more. I feel like I have the pace to do it. Four, 9, 10 are all tight together. So one mistake out of all of them, I can easily pick up a couple of spots.
You're an asshole, bro. Fucking 4X for nothing, you're an asshole.
think the 15 probably got into the 12. Shocker. We'll look at that afterwards, but it's kind of had a history of doing that. Sorry about the language, though.
Wait to see this train, son. Dude, I've been waiting for 3 laps. Wait for this train, it's a train to pass. I don't know what you fucking complaining about.
This is probably not going to be the smartest place to pass.
That lap was a 138.46.
How about the fact that you're fucking
There we
slow and you
go.
wouldn't let me
Alright,
by?
that's what I was waiting for, was a mistake. Three's back close.
I think it might be.
Alright.
Hill.
I don't want to hear those two arguing anymore. Sorry about the language out of them. Trying to recover. 9 was able to pull away and check up for that, but those two took each other out, so 2 free spots, but hey, I will take them how I can get them. Now we'll set our sights on the 9. In 8th, though. Still getting on the throttle a little too early out of that chicane. 1.4 up to the 9, we'll see if it start
Alright,
closing
Jake,
up.
hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Probably waited a little too long that time to get on the throttle. Didn't want to spin the tires, so 9 gets a little bit of a better launch out. Makes such a difference because it's the longest straight on the track. Definitely gonna watch for the 3 to be aggressive again if he gets close. Seem to get out of Wall of Champions a little bit better than the 9. I'm down to 1.2.
10 minutes to go, that's 10 minutes left. Halfway home,
Halfway
fuel's
through
good.
the race.
P8, sector 3 times okay.
Whatever reason, just struggling getting out of turn 2. Just either underdrive it or overdrive it badly.
Okay, Jake, you're gaining on the guy in front. The gap is
Definitely catching up to the 9 though. Yeah, we're pulling away from the 3, which is good. Just focusing on each corner. Trying to get as close to the white curving as I can without hitting it. Clip the curbing on the traction control. Terrible exit out of the chicane. Or the hairpin. I was catching the 9 and then make a stupid mistake like that. Ah, so frustrating. And I was glad I was able to save it and not spin out, but so frustrating. A little too much curbing there. Rebound back up. Needed to have driven that better. We could have had a shot at the 9 this lap and then could have possibly set our sights on the 5.
Fastest lap, that was a 137.76.
Catching back up to the 9 though. Pull back away from the 3, so not really any pressure from behind. We'll try to figure out where the best place to pass is going to be.
You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Don't think it's going to be here in this chicane unless she shoots wide. Maybe chicane, or maybe hairpin. I gotta quit getting on the traction control coming out though. It's gonna be really aggressive to do it here in the hairpin. A little bit better launch. Still pulled away though. I don't know, it's going to be close. I think I'm just going to have to keep slowly working them. May not even get the pass done before the end of the race. Just gonna keep progressively working towards them. It's also allowing the 3 to close back in. Now they're really catching.
That lap time was 1:38.51. You're second off in sector 1.
It's about the best shot I saw, so I felt like I had to take it.
Good pass.
I didn't think it was really all that aggressive or dirty. I make a stupid move, get the wall. Hopefully it didn't damage the car too bad. It's not on the throttle too early. Let's see if we can catch 5 at all. It's 2.5 ahead right now. Like we knocked the toe out a little bit with that wall hit. I think the car's horrible. It's not as good as it was, but it's certainly still drivable. Probably good enough to stay ahead.
1.1.
Might just be a 7th place car at this point. If you told me that after knowing that I was starting 15th, I'd say you were probably crazy. Too late of an entrance there in wall champs. Get the wall again. Stupid, stupid move. Alright, reset. Bad lap. Get it back.
P7. Your lap time was 1:38.73. Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace. Okay, Jake. 5 minutes to go.
Really bad exit out of 2.
You've used half your fuel.
Just gotta try to clean all this stuff up. This 9's closing back in. 3's not really a factor at all. Watch a little bit more coming out of that corner. Too much curbing there. Too slow in as well. Hopefully 9 did not have as good of a chicane. Take the hairpin. On the throttle. Lap car coming up. It's the 13. Try to use the draft off of him though. See when we catch him. Did not need to downshift to wall champions. Caught him at about the worst spot I could for trying to catch the 5.
Come on,
See
Jake.
where he's
Push,
gonna
push,
go.
push. We can catch this car.
Brakes, thank you for him and letting us by.
Sector 3 is 0.7 off the pace.
Did allow the 9 and the 3 to close up, but like I said, I caught him in probably one of the worst spots on the track too, so nothing I could really do there. Just gotta try to run the best laps I can within the capabilities of the car. Should be able to pull back away from the 9 and the 3 if I can do that. I don't know if we'll get to the 5, but I'll give it my best effort. Overshot the chicane. Thank you for decent sized cap to the 9 that's been allowing me to make these mistakes and not lose the position. Got through the hairpin really well. 3 looks like he had a problem, so only pressure would be from the 9 behind. end up having a fairly decent race between the two of us.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Much curbing there in Wall of Champions. Away a little bit from the 9, 3 seconds back of the 5. Be a monumental gap to close up in what's likely 2 laps. This is the shift. Or be out of 2. Had a really good 4 and 5 that time. Much better through that chicane, able to pull away from the 9, close up a little bit on the 5. Trying not to overshoot this one. More about just trying to maintain an even pace. It should allow me at least to stay here. Like I said, the chances of me getting to the 5 are very slim, so no reason to push it. For a very small chance of getting 6 to lose multiple positions if I spin it. Got a decent chance at 7th. Should be a fairly good finish for me in a road race, given where I was supposed to finish. Not sure why I went to second there. Not the best move. But pulled away from the 9 some. Technically caught up on the 5, so if I hadn't made so many mistakes, probably have a shot at him.
To go. That's the fastest lap of the race. Sector 2 and 3 are fast. You're 2/10 off the place in Sector 1. Okay, Jake.
Really bad 2 there.
Remaining.
Just a little bit, kind of caused the car to get a little upset. On that traction control a little too much there. Feels the runoff. You can see how much the 5 pulls away. 9 also closes back up. 9's not really in a close position to be able to make the pass unless I screw up, but still tells me that they're driving faster than I am, making less mistakes than I am. It's frustrating in itself. Like I said, probably, maybe, I don't know, catching up to 5 a little bit made those mistakes, so if I hadn't made those, probably be a lot closer to him, maybe even half a second or something back, but pretty even pace with him, so it would have been a good battle had I not driven like an idiot.
There's an incident in turn 1.
But we'll take a 7th place finish. Somehow got a 0x contact out of that. That's pretty crazy.
Yellow flag.
Much better finish than I expected. Did not expect to be able to bring it home in 7th.
Good drive.
And we got some of it based on that. Get a 2x at the end because not everybody's done because I spin it like an idiot coming into corners fast. So whatever. Didn't help the safety rating, but not much I could have done. Felt like some of that was not anything. We'll take a look there. Moment. Let's see what
I'm never driving this piece of shit Lamborghini again, I'll tell you that.
we want to do. Oh, we'll take a look at. I haven't turned the chat down again. Sorry. The language. Apologize for that. Give everybody just a minute, and we'll get the replay pulled up. Sorry about that noise as well. All right, so let's take a look at the beginning. I think it was this BMW here. Let's see. Y7 by so there was the first 4X. I don't know, maybe that one is more on me for thinking I could have turned in a little more than I could. Because you can see the 15s running a line. Yeah, I'm going to put that one more on me. I should have known. I mean, we were even going into the corner, but I was taking that too tight. So should have expected that he was going to push up. I was trying to stay ahead of the 7, honestly, and just overdrove that one. So 4x of that's definitely on me. Like, should have just backed out and stayed further here. It would have put me for a really bad entry going into the next half of the chicane, and he probably would have cut me off there and maybe sent me off track. But that one was definitely more on me. So we get back by the 7 when he overshoots there. Fast forward till we catch back up to the 15. Then we get by the 15. All right, so let's watch this pass. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this pass at all. Just went left in the center, just outbrake him. Like, he backs off. We're clear by a mile. And then, yeah, okay. So this is the one that I'm not going to take fault for. So let's watch it from his position. And we'll go back to the pass, just because it'll get me better. So outbrake him. Like, we're not even anywhere near. He bailed and let me go. And then just gets back on the throttles before he gets into me. Like, I don't think I had stepped on the brake in the middle of that spot. I think I was just, so I'm on the brake. Yeah, I'm off of it, just rolling the corner, working back the throttle. And he just gets to the inside and then drives right into the back of me. So I'm not going to take fault for that one. So 4x of the 8x that I had prior to that spin at the end, yes, my fault. That one, no, not at all. I should have been at a 6x realistically. Let's see if we can find the spot where he got into. Let's see if we can find. I think it was the 12 had the issue with him. Let's see. Alright, so it's approaching the 15 coming up from behind. I don't know where this happened at. I just want to see. It sounded like he got pretty angry at the 15. And 15 and him got into the yelling match that I muted and turned down. Just want to see, because the 15 was crabbing that he passed him in the spot he shouldn't have. He was saying he was patient and waited. Overshot that corner a little bit. Not that I didn't do that. Which is why, but good exit. Let's get a big run. This chicane was not the spot I would have looked for the pass, personally. And he bails back out of it, so. Okay, so the 15 kind of overshoots the chicane. I think he saw that the 15 saw him running, inside or to the left side. Thought he was probably going to try to outbrake him, so I think he thought he had to come in a little bit hotter to try to defend the preferred line into the corner. And this is the part where you see him trying to turn. He's just coming in from way too shallow of an angle, way too much speed, so he overshoots it. So now the 12 is going to look to cut to the right side and hopefully get a better acceleration out. It was more netcode than it was actual contact, but it was likely going to be contact. I don't know. I think the 12 kind of did the same thing that I did off the start there, and that maybe wasn't quite as much on the 15 if that's the moment they're complaining about. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a racing deal, but the 12 probably cut back to the left a little too hard. But I don't know. You can tell me your thoughts on that one. Same thing. You can tell me your thoughts if it was 100% on me the first contact with the 15, or if it was a shared deal. Take a look at the results though. Hopefully those should be at least decent in the iRating side, or somewhat decent. Safety rating's not going to be good. So 7 split out of 9. Really weak field, 1337. Again, I lost most of what I gained from the production car challenge race. No big deal. 0.01 or 0.1 loss on the safety rating side. That's from the 10x in the race and then the 3x in qualifying. Just gotta keep it cleaner. way off the pace of the 14 and the 16. They were just in a league of their own. Um, Nobody else really could touch them, and I was still. I was competing with the 5. Like I said, if I wouldn't have made so many mistakes at the end, probably could have gotten a lot closer. I probably would have needed another 5 to 10 laps to make a pass cleanly on him, but we were definitely catching. And realistically, probably could have ran even with the 6 and the 1. Just had to fight people and check up and stuff. So is what it is. Marginal iRating gain plus 26. So just over a rookie start, which again feels really bad. But I think they say it's either like 2,000 or 2,500. If you get to that, you're like at the top quarter of people. So I don't know. Just it's something I don't do as much. I got a lot of work to do. It's a lot more foreign to me. Just trying to mix fun, decent cars to drive, and still try to improve the skills. So long way to go, obviously, but it was still fun. And for the most part, it wasn't a horrible race. I've definitely run worse races than this. Just unfortunate off the way that start went. Kind of set it bad from a safety rating perspective. So how much I could do there. You could see the 15 coming away with 14 next. So I don't know, kind of a shared responsibility there. But yeah, so feel free to leave any comments, any analysis you got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Again, keep kind of mixing between GT3 and GT4. I think next week the IMSA Pilot Challenge comes back, so may run that one just because it'll be a longer race. Could get me more road laps. Try to learn. I know it's an open setup, but we'll do that in the Aston Martin. So hopefully you had fun, and we'll look forward to more races coming out soon. So until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.